What does parrots have in the grill?
What do you think?
I'll
give you a
It
guess.
could be a lot of things. It could be
There's a
lamb.
Piece of salmon, a nice fatty piece of salmon.
Okay. Parrots, I'm coming over after share. Hello?
He needs to do tashlumin on his yalav.
What?
That's a chumrah you should wash tonight.
I can't hear.
Because
Yes. No, we're starting. We're starting. That's what I want to let you know. He's starting. He didn't start yet. He's starting. Okay. No problem, Mama. I hit up a saying sorry couldn't. So you said I should wash tonight to make up.
I didn't say that. I made that up. I
Okay.
totally made that up. But
Okay,
I
thank
personally do that. If I forget Myra Bayal, I make it up and I'm why not? So I'm getting in the same yalav. It makes me feel better.
And you can eat.
Avada. No, let's hope I remember my Myra tonight.
Let's get you to Myra tonight.
Myra is easy. And Myra is not.
How's Myra easy? If you didn't start yet, then you have the kids.
Oh, that Myra. No, can I go to 10:10? Whatever. Okay. Orlah Perak Aleph Mishnah Zayin. Right. That's what. Zayin or Vav?
No, we did Vav last night.
We did Vav last night? Yeah, okay, thank you. So Mishnah Zayin, Ha'olim, so we know we're talking about Orlah. So Orlah is that you can't use the fruits for 3 years. What about the other ingredients from the tree? I don't know if ingredients is the right word. The other
Parts.
Other what?
Parts, no.
The parts, yeah, whatever. The other products. I don't know, what's whatever it produces. So Olim is the leaves, Valulavim, and Lulavim, shoots and Megafanim, and the water of the vines. Right? I'm assuming that that's water that they squeeze out. I mean, that's the way the Rav says it. Meaning sometimes when you break something up that's on a tree, so it has liquid. Usmadar. Smadar is the buds, meaning very early growth. Mutaram ba'arla, they're all mutter from Orlah. Uberavai, and the restrictions of the 4th year, the net the Ravai, Uba Nazir, and the Nazir can have it too if it's from grapes. Basurim ba'ashera, but it is also for an ashera, meaning if an ashera tree
sounds like something from Hungary.
Smother, yeah. I always thought it meant like not such ripe grapes, but I think that's what it is. But if somebody bowed down to the tree, then that doesn't count. Meaning you're not allowed to eat it because it's also bano. Smodar also. The smodar is also neshu pri because it's considered a fruit. Because it really is a fruit. It's just not ripe. If this cheese, in order to make milk into cheese, you need to put something in it in order to get it to curdle. Right? Bez Hashem will have that coming up in Avodah Zarah in a couple of months. So you need to make the cheese curdle. So let's say you take the sap of an olive tree, and that will make the milk curdle. So then that's also. Because it's Rabbi Eliezer is considering the sap as a fruit. I'm Rabbi Yeshua. Shamati b'peirish. I heard b'peirish. Shamayim b'srafa olim. That if you make cheese with sap from leaves, b'srafa ikrim, or sap from the trunk, mutter, it's mutter. So we have a machlokes whether sap has orla on it or not. B'srafa pagim. If it's the sap of fruits that are not ripe, also because that is considered a pri. I'm assuming it's from a fruit that's not ripe, and you can squeeze some sap out of it, right? So that would be considered a fruit. So this mission again is just saying it's a machlokes over what other products from the tree other than the fruit, whether they have arl on it or not. That's Mishnah Zayin. Mishnah Ches. An koil, an Ankoiklois. Those are grapes that are no good. V'chatzanim, and grape pits. V'azagim is the skins. V'temed, and temed is some junky wine. Shalhem klipe rimon, and the pomegranate seeds. V'neit shaloi, and the blossoms. Klipe agoizim, and the nutshells. V'agarinim, and the seeds. Asurim ba'arla, they're all asur ba'arla, uba shera, uba nazir. They're also for all those, but umutarim b'ravai, they are mutter for ravai. Why? Because netter ravai, what is it? You have to eat in Yerushalayim, like we're going to have in tonight's stuff. Not with netter ravai, with Meister Sheni. So you have to eat in Yerushalayim, but the only things that are fruit do you have to eat in Yerushalayim, not the other things. So that's why ravai is considered a separate entity. V'anoivlois kulam asuras. And fruits that fall off the tree, those are always asur. Beside by Ashera or Arla or Nazir. Right? And if they're not the Ravai. Right. So now here again, this is just repeating the Mishnah. So the chunky parts of the grapevines, they're all asur ba'arla and Ashera and Nazir. But Ravai, since they're not fruits, they don't have a problem. And anything that falls off a tree does have a problem of Ravai. Okay, fine. Let's do a little Shari Tshuva. Yeah, Kuf Yud Beis is a real Kuf Yud Beis in the Shari Tshuva is a real doozer. Yeah, in Imatinoikus. He's going through things that you chayim misa b'dei shamayim. So it says if you masachik with children.
Left?
What? Literally means like if you play with children, meaning you married underage kids, girls. You get married to underage girls. See, it's a pre-internet. They had this Mishigasan too, right?
You mean like David Melech?
You can go. You could go with Yitzchak, you know, also, right? I don't know, Taka, what age would he be referring to? Because the Meister, they married him off at 9, you're right. So Masachik im Tinoikus, right? Uenof bein beyad bein beregal, or he is Matzizera with his hands or with his feet. Chayim Misa, he's Chayim Misa. Right, this is the big scare for all. Talk about what you say before, Yiddishkeit being a stress, right? So yeah. What?
What? I mean, you're giving kids a share every night. You could the kids is fire.
So. Right. I don't. Did we get to that? We didn't get to that yet. Yeah. The einish for that is like the Dora Mabel, because they also did these things. And the same thing, somebody does the mice of Er and Einon, which is what? Which is basically that he has the regular intercourse, but because he doesn't want his wife to get pregnant, so then he is Moitzi Zera outside the body, La'abeda Zera, to make the Zera get lost. Also Chayim Misa Shenemar, V'yera Be'enei Hashem, Asher Asa V'yomas Gam Ha'isai. Benemar, Ala Moitziim Es Zera Levatolo. Pasuk in Yeshaya says, for those that are Moitzi Zera Levatolo, Hanechomim Be'elim Tachas Kol Eitz Ranon Sheichtei Hayeladim. That you look at your desire with the trees. I don't know what that means exactly. Eitz Ranon, on the trees with leaves. Sheichtei Hayeladim, who shecht kids. It's referring to, the pasuk is referring to those that shecht their kids to avoid the zara. Right? That's what the pasuk is referring to. But this is saying that, I guess, if you might see zara levatala, so that's the equivalent of shechting a kid. Yes, yeah. There's a good shear from Rabbi Yisrael Reisman on this.